I told y'all we're moving. What's going on, FatBoyFit and FatBoyAlfie here. We are back. It's been quite a while since we actually spoke to you guys. I say we, myself, the wife is currently on a plane flying back from Michigan. Yeah, man, I have been truly slacking. I think 2 videos ago I talked about I was supposed to be nothing but video grinding the entire month of January. It's now January 12th and I haven't posted anything since like 2 weeks before Christmas, I'm pretty sure. I was supposed to drop our Christmas video, and then we got to Texas. We took both of our gaming systems with us. I went to set up my computer and I found out that my GPU fried. The computer I built in 2016 actually took a huge dump on me. Like I said, the GPU got dripped on by the radiator. Came and found out that the computer was done. So that was like $2,000 down the drain. I did end up getting another computer, which I'm gonna do a future video on as far as a gaming setup goes for me and the wife and I. But this video is, as you saw in the intro, we're moving. There were multiple fantastic companies, housing developments that we stopped by. So I'll kind of give a rundown of what happened. How did that happen? The wife finally decided to not re-enlist. We're gonna do a video on that, kind of going through her mindset, why did she not, blah 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 blah, everything that goes with that. She chose not to re-enlist, so that put in play the next move, which was, okay, where are we going? Well, Texas was an obvious answer. Okay, we have what she's doing, we have where we're going. Now, where are we going and where we're going? Originally started out, we were going to end up down in Fort Worth. If you don't know the layout of Texas, it's North Texas, so Denton, and then Dallas, Fort Worth, I want to say Austin, San Antonio, Houston. That's where her family is. My family was just a couple hours, not even a couple hours, like 45 minutes north of that. That's where she was going to take a job, so forth and so forth. Everything was aligning with Fort Worth. A month or 2 passed by. We switched up the whole game plan, the schools we want to go to, the actual jobs that we do want to take, not just something we're going to take as soon as we see it. So then we were looking more where my parents are located, so North Texas, well, northern Texas, just south of my hometown, second hometown, where I grew up, Aubrey, Texas. So just south of that is where my parents live, which is Plano, Texas, Little Elm, Texas, Frisco, that whole little community, if you will. So we looked all through there, the Colony, McKinney, like I said, Plano, Little Elm, Frisco. I say Plano has literally north, south, east, and west, and there's like 3 high schools in each region. Little Elm is also huge. So there were a variety of areas that we were going through. We kind of sat down and discussed, did we want land? Did we want a big house? Did we want a small house? Did we want to rent? Did we want to do this? Did we want to do that? Did we want, an area for activities? I have a smaller family. She has a bigger family. Did we want a house that can accommodate families for the holidays? Is that something we're going to bring into play when we do move? And yes, we wanted space. So what you do get space in Texas in the houses where my parents live and around that area. But what you don't get is value for your money. We came to find out that the houses in the Little Elm, even Prosper, which is north of Little Elm, Prosper down to the Colony, you're gonna get a decent sized house, but you're gonna be paying kind of a lot. Our budget was $400K. 400K? How can you not afford that? What the frick? Yeah, 400K was our cap. So we looked around the immediate areas. I remember, well, before we even got to Texas. We were on the plane. No, sorry, we drove. Before we drove to Texas for Christmas, we sat in the car and talked. And we said, she asked me, obviously I'm from the area, she asked me, so what cities should we probably look in? We knew that we didn't want to rent and we wanted to own. We wanted to potentially build and buy. So I gave her Prosper. I didn't know it was expensive as it is. Salina, kind of Melissa, and then the outskirts of McKinney. I didn't want to move to Providence. If you're from where Providence is, grew up there, and it no go for myself. I wanted to get off the 380 region. I know I'm kind of speaking to a specific crew right now that knows these areas, but if you can imagine where 380 is at, we wanted to get off of 380. The whole area, and I haven't been to Aubrey and Providence, Savannah in like 7 years. Graduated in 2013, and I have not been back. My parents moved right after I graduated, and no, not right after, but I never went back to that area until about 6 years later. 5-6 years later, and it's not the same. And I knew that I didn't want to keep growing up in that, so I didn't want to put my kid and future kids in that. So I threw out Salina. So we get to Texas and we drive up to Salina. I think the second day we're there, we're scoping around and we come across a little housing development that probably has about 100 people living in it. It's right on the it's right on the border of Salina, Prosper. You know, not too expensive, but we didn't take a realtor with us. Me and her went by ourselves and looked. So no realtor, no real mindset, no real understanding of what money we were gonna be paying for this nice house down there. Now, super nice homes. Perry homes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful houses. I've never house searched in my life, obviously. I'm only 24 years old and I'm looking to own a house, which is crazy. Not something I thought would be in my radar, you know, when I joined the Marine Corps, or even when I graduated. If you asked me in 2013 if I knew by the age 24, 25 that I would be owning a house, no, I would tell you you're crazy, because it's not something that I thought would be ever happening. Yet here I am, search for houses, finding houses, looking to own a house, put a house in my name, you know, and be considered a homeowner in Texas, which is crazy. And it really is something that we are both blessed to be doing. She's 21 and gonna be a homeowner. What 21-year-olds do you know that will be homeowners, or that are homeowners? There aren't many out there. I can't even name any, to be honest. She will be the only one that I know that is going to be a homeowner with a home under her name, HOA fees, taxes, all that money. But all that stuff that comes with owning a home, she'll be doing at 21 and I will be doing at 24, which is nuts. So, keeping it on track. Went up to Salina. Like I said, we found the Perry homes, beautiful homes. We talked to my mom, stepdad, let them know, like, hey, they said, oh, y'all looking at houses. Let's set y'all up with our realtor, Delise Raymond. If you're in the, I'm gonna say North Texas area, and you are looking to buy a house, you're looking to have someone take care of you, you're looking to have someone get the most for your money, and even get monies off of areas you didn't know were possible, and someone that's not gonna screw you over in the long run, Delise Raymond. She's a family friend. I didn't know who she was at first, heard of her, but didn't know who she was. My parents have set 3 people up with her. She's got them all in houses, owning the house, you know, the whole shebang, with no issues, no hiccups, no nothing. She's a fantastic realtor. Real down to earth, typical Southern woman. She's great. So they set us up with Delise. Delise is like, hey, you know, give me what y'all are looking for, rooms, blah, 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 blah. So we know we're looking for a 4+ bedroom, 2+ bathroom, plenty of square footage. So our minimum was roughly 2,300 square feet, 2,400 square feet, and a backyard. Obviously garage space wasn't too crucial, but a 2-car garage comes pretty standard. And from what we were seeing after looking at a lot of houses in North Texas, 3-car garages are becoming standard. So taking in all this stuff that I never even knew would be a thing, we gave her what we needed or what we were looking for, and literally within a day she found probably 6 different houses. Now, she had us driving all the way up to Blue Ridge. We played Blue Ridge in football, and I knew for a fact I was not moving to Blue Ridge. Now, Blue Ridge houses are, or the community that they were on, or that they were in, they had acre lots. So it was gorgeous, but it was an hour from Walmart, an hour from any store, period, 45 minutes from the school, and where we're potentially going to be working was almost an hour and a half. No thank you. But they were great houses, beautiful houses, so we did thank her for everything there. But then we came back down a little bit south. At this point we had crossed off Salina because she let us know that basically we weren't gonna be getting the most for our money, which was fine. So we're take her word for it. You know, my mom was like, listen to what she has to say. If she has plenty of houses for you, take it for what it's worth, please. So we did. She set us up in she didn't set us up. She showed us another community, and I want to say it was Stone Hollow Homes. This one we stopped in, we looked at it, we thought, it's cool, didn't care for it. Again, every house we looked at are huge. Texas homes are beautiful. We live in, I think it's just under 1,000 square foot apartment right now with a 2-car garage, no yard, and we're on the 3rd floor, and we're paying $2,220, so $2,220 a month, not to include utilities. So paint a picture for you what we're living in San Diego. Moving on, we then found, I don't have all the books for all the places, but so we found another community, which is technically McKinney, but the schooling is Melissa. I have no issues with Melissa School District. We played them in football as well. Beat us a couple times, I'm pretty sure, but it's going to be a great starting place. I thought it'd be a great starting place, and the housing community was Willowwood. Now, the first home we stopped in the Willowwood community was a First Texas home. This home was absolutely gorgeous. Let me see if I can find the actual home that we looked at. Yeah, it's called the Hillcrest. As you see, this is the 1st floor, 2nd floor, and then the options. These were all the different fronts that you can choose, and then and more fronts. So why did we like the First Texas Hillcrest home that we looked at? Well, it was 3,700 square feet. It was 5 beds, 4 baths. There was a media room and a game room. Right away, ever since I lived in a house with a game room, I knew that I wanted a game room in my house. So as soon as I saw those 2 things, I said, no cap, I'm sold. I want this house. The lady showing it off didn't take us serious at first. I mean, who would? My wife is 21, I'm 24. We want to buy your house. How much is it? She didn't take us serious. She said, well, there's some things around and y'all can look at this and this and this. So then, it was to be expected. So we went down the road, looked at some more model homes that she had, looked at a house that was currently already built, but they didn't close. She let us take a peek at that, and we did. Came back, let her know that we absolutely loved the houses and we wanted her to take us more serious. So then she asked us, well, what's your budget? And we said 400. Her eyes got real big and she was like, oh, okay, let's do business. Now this was, Delise didn't know about this house. Delise is the realtor. Didn't know about this one per se, or not per se. Didn't know about this house yet. We had stopped by, we saw this, we both loved it. This house was going for $380, but here is a different sheet. So the house we looked at, this one's in Salina. It's the same exact house, just a different housing community. So the price difference, again, it was 3788 square feet for 440K. Now, that's the base price of the house with no upgrades, no, just the base house, right? The house that we were looking at in McKinney was 380. So there was already a $60,000 price difference just in the cities. So we knew for a fact that we were staying in the McKinney area. But the fact that it was 380, originally I was confused because I thought that was with all the upgrades and everything else. So I figured it'd come down to about 330. We'd upgrade it, and then we would hit our 380, meaning we would be under our 400K cap. Delise let us know that that is not, or was not the case. 380 was the base price of the house, meaning upgrades were probably going to put us at around 460, 450, which was a no-go for us. But a day prior to looking at this first Texas home, we actually saw a house that looked like a one-story, which was automatically a no-go for us because we want a two-story. So we didn't even look at it. Delise shows up with us on said day, and she says, let's go in this house. We said, well, that's a one-story. She said, okay, but it looks huge. Why don't you guys like it? Because it's a one-story. Okay, well, let's go inside. So we go inside. We grab one of their little book pamphlet things. And this house is a Bloomfield. Again, one of the, I think Delisa, this was like the #2 rated home in Texas, North Texas. So again, we took her word for it. But when we get the pamphlet, we noticed that the model we're currently sitting in says it has an upstairs. Now I was very much confused as to how, but after further investigation, it very much does have a upstairs. As you can see, downstairs, upstairs. The reason why we didn't know that it had an upstairs is because the staircase is at the very back of the house on the right. Could be left, just depending on how you have your house built, but very back on the right, so you couldn't tell. Actually, you might be able to see from the pictures was this one. Now you might say, sure, that looks like a two-story house, but in person it didn't. It looked like a one-story. So we walk right past it the first day, go in there with Delise, and find out it's a two-story with a very huge upstairs. Now we walk in the bedroom, the master bed, and instantly Jenny falls in love with it. Only things I cared about in the house hunting process was the number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, the size of the living room, the spacing between the living room and the kitchen, because one of my biggest pet peeves is someone doing something in the kitchen and you being able to hear it in the living room and you can't hear TV or whatever the case may be. Biggest pet peeves. That's probably my #1 thing in the house hunting process, was making sure that there was a space between kitchen and the living room, or the kitchen and the dining room. It had to have either a game room, an office, a media room, or all three, or combination of two. And this one had just that. This one had an office. It had a game room upstairs. It is a 4-bedroom, 3 full bath sitting on 2,700 square feet. It had an option of a 2 or 2.5 car garage. The front office could actually be built into a like morning area if you wanted that. The office is actually an upgrade. And then the kitchen to dining room to living room, there is plenty of space. And they let us know that if we wanted to, we could have a barrier wall put up with a window cutout so it doesn't just look like, you know, you threw up a wall and that's, you know, ugly. Then there downstairs was also a like buffet countertop, which is never even in my life thought that was a thing, but seeing it in person, I loved it. The island, oversized kitchen island, stainless steel appliances. I haven't had my braces for like 6 months, and I'm still getting used to not having my braces. Hardwood floors. I mean, I go back in 2 weeks, or 2 to 3 weeks to pick up colors, and I'm for sure gonna take you guys along with me so you guys can see that. Kind of give a house update. Whoa! I think I just kind of spoiled a little bit of what the plan is. Taking some steps back here. So we're in the house with Talise. She actually went and looked at this one with us and said, you know, do you guys like it? We loved it. It was, she could not that she really convinced us, but she made us understand that we were searching a little bit too big to begin with. So we dialed it down a little bit and understood that we are okay with a starting home. You know, 10 years or less, or just at 10 years and bounce, or, you know, whatever the case may be, which is essentially what we talked ourselves into doing. You know, we were okay with what she showed us. We were okay with the house. Now that we were okay with Hawthorne 2, we then sat down with her and we let her know, like, okay, what's the next step? She said, I'm gonna talk to my lender. I'm gonna get you guys approved. What loan will you guys be using? We let her know that we'll be using the VA loan, which is a beautiful thing that the military gives back. Beautiful, beautiful thing. 0 down at signing. We were under the assumption that it was 0% interest for life. You know, I did a little bit more research. That's not the case. Legit, like, sounded like someone just walked in my house. That was kind of scary. Like I said, I did a little bit more research. It's not 0% interest for our life, but it's 0 down or 0 due at signing, and the interest rates are super low. I won't get into whole detail with that because it does vary on applicants, it does vary on state, city, everything. So let her know we're using the VA loan. Great. So she sent us an application, filled it out within 2 days. Actually, no, sorry. On our way back to California, we get the letter saying that we are pre-approved. Oh, happy freaking days. That was probably a stressor on both of us, not knowing if we would get pre-approved, but we did. Shortly after, we then got in contact with Elise again and said, okay, now what do we do? Now what are the next steps? She said, well, I'm gonna have the leasing agent of Bloomfield Homes get in contact with you guys. We're gonna have the conference call. We're gonna get the physical attributes of the house written down and noted so that we can send the contract back in that you guys are gonna have to sign. Once you sign the contract, you send in your, I always forget the name of the money, I just forget, but you're gonna send in the money, which is basically like confirming we want the house. Then we'll move forward, and then they'll start building the house. Cool, done deal, let's do this. We both agreed, all right, let's go. Get the phone call, talk with the agent, talk with the lease on the phone, give the wife the whole rundown, and it's a game plan. We're moving on. We got the contract in, looked at all over. We picked, you know, what size garage, what we want for the office or the morning room, what we want upstairs, downstairs, the whole shebang. Signed it, sent it back. It's game on. Like I've never been one to talk about something before I have it. But this isn't me saying that we have the house, it's done, it's built. This is me letting you guys know. Like I said before, I want to keep you guys informed on life with the Alfords. And that's just what this is. This is keeping you guys in the loop on what is happening with us. So we both have huge plans for the house. I go back actually after they have the contract, the money and everything is good to go with the contractors in the city and the housing development. I go back in probably 3 weeks to pick colors for the woods, the tiles, everything. The house is projected to be done in August, which is a beautiful, beautiful time. 1, it's the wife's birthday. 2, that's when she EAS's from the Marine Corps. And 3, we'll all be in Texas already. I actually plan on moving to Texas shortly before that, she'll still be residing here in California, writing on her contract, and then we'll be in Texas, chilling. On to the next big venture of all 3 of our lives. So it's, like I said, in McKinney, Melissa School District. It's in a community of probably maybe 150 people live in the community. North, south, east, and west of that is all forest, but also south of that is McKinney, Texas, 380, and it's all booming. It's all growing so fast. So it's not like we're out in the sticks, but we're also not right in the city, which is what we both wanted. Big plans. We have huge plans. She'll have her office, I'll have my office. Armani will have his room plus the game room. It's gonna be beautiful home. Like I said, I showed you guys, this is actually, I think, the same type of home, but it's just, I mean, it's beautiful, man. It's gorgeous. Oh, here's actually the map of everything. I didn't know this existed. Where we currently, here's 380. I hope you guys can see this. Here's 380. Here's where the parents live. They actually live like just like right here. You come down 380, go east. As soon as you hit 75 and 121, you're gonna go north, and then you break it off. And I think it's actually this community right here, which is 2. Oh, I was 100% wrong. So we're in 35. So you go a little bit farther. Sorry, I was a little bit off. Texas is huge. What can you say? Or what can I say? So we're in 35. As you see, there is nothing south. All this is schools and houses, but it's empty. East is absolutely nothing. North is Anna, which everyone knows nothing is in Anna. And then all the crap is down here. So we were gonna live here, or roughly this area, but complete change of heart and it jumped all the way up here. I love it. Love the area. There's no highway noises, no nothing. They let us know projected in my 10 years, and some of you might know this, but there's supposed to be a huge loop coming around all those cities I just showed you. 121 and Preston are supposed to both, the toll road anyways, are supposed to blow up even bigger, go even more north, bringing more people from the south. So now is a prime time to get in. How long is this video? Holy piss, 30 minutes long. Y'all aren't gonna sit through all this. Yeah, so that really covers about all of it. I'm excited to bring you guys along the journey. I feel like I haven't had anything to give to you guys in a very long time, and here it all is. I'm sitting here playing, you know, a farming simulator, and it all just dawned upon me that I have something to give back to you guys, something that I feel like you're going to enjoy and find worthwhile. So let's recap before I close out. We found a house. I'm moving there in June. She's moving there in August. The house is projected to be done in August. We'll be going to school. We will be homeowners. She'll be a homeowner of age 21. She'll probably her birthday will probably hit in August. So 21, 22, she'll be a homeowner. I'll be a homeowner at age 24. Super excited to show you guys. I can't wait to show you guys when I fly back to Texas in a couple weeks to sit with Delise. You guys will get to meet her, talk with her, see some colors, see what you picked out, and then probably fly out again so you guys can get some pictures, another video, or might have the mom send some stuff so you guys can check it out. I think future video will be the house on this channel. I'm gonna drop probably a Call of Duty video or some farming sim on my Float with Alpha channel. If you're not subscribed to either one of these channels, it doesn't hurt. You see the red thing at the bottom right under this video, just click it. It's right there. Click it. While you're here, also hit that thumbs up button. That just tells YouTube that you enjoyed the video, and it says, hey, if you enjoyed it and you thumbs this up enough, we're gonna filter this and show it to more people. So at the end of the day, YouTube's finna pay my bills. YouTube finna pay me. I mean, it might be a while, but it all depends on you guys. And I love having content to give to you guys, keeping you guys in the loop with our family. So that does it for this one. I hope you guys stayed. If you made it this far in the video, I want you guys to type 2020 down in the comment section below. I love you guys. Dad boy, fat boy, alpha boy fit. We out. If you made it this far, I want you to type down in the comment section 2020. I love you guys. Fat boy, alpha, dad boy. Damn, what was it? That boy, fat boy, F boy fit? Oh yeah, it was. All right.